It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles coming up next.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaunt with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still second down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They will run straight ahead with Swift. They follow up the first down 1 yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 12. Hurts sets up to throw it. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And back deep is DJ Dallas. And this will be taken at the 13. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
All right, partner, we'll be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Geno. And he goes down, and it's in the end zone. Smith goes down in that end zone. That is a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They caught him on back-to-back plays breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play, and on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. It's taken to the 26. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
That's an early scramble to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
That one complete down the field to Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Right back to Swift again on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, the Eagles. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Now Geno on 1st down. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A first look here for DJ Dallas. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now 2nd and 9. Another run. Again, it's Dallas. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that will be incomplete.
But there is a certainty in this game. We know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. After one, it's 9-0. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. Here's 3rd and 7 as they've got it as we resume action. Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard, and he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Fielded at the 43. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. The Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup. An
inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. First and 10 right at the 20. Smith. They're complete to Smith and Jigba. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 12-yard line.
Now Smith. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's Walker. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Second and goal from inside the 5. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Walker. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on fourth and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Myers' kick is good. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. On second down, Swift. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 24. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the option to give to Swift here. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. The ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And out now come the Seahawks. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 55 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down, Seahawks.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno down to throw. Smith and Jigba with a grab. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Again, Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
From the red zone now, Smith. That's complete to his running back, Dallas. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To the air again, Smith. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So the late touchdown there, and that certainly changes things as we move toward halftime.
Yeah, and there's a potential for things to change even more because, remember, they get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So they can potentially double up here and take the lead. A great opportunity for them.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will shrink to 6. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining 2nd half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the 2nd half and get us going?
So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 31, here's 2nd down and 3. Up the middle, here's Walker. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. To throw is Smith. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is Smith with the ground. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
In motion, the tight end. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Throwing now is Geno. This is Fant on the short completion. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now a 2nd and 6. That'll be caught by Bobo. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
Back to throw, Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Throwing again is Smith. He completes this to Walker. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Geno. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5 and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Straight ahead, Walker. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and they take the lead by a point, 17-16. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift.
Spinning away. And he will have a 1st down here at about the
40. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
First down, and they go with Swift again. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
But you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 6. Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down. His good running gets him to about the 44. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Credit the secondary, credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
They go play action with Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 39 yards. And the Eagles have answered back with a 3rd-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Geno on first down. Yeah, he's got Smith and Jigba. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
To the right side, this is Walker. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Throwing is Smith. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. They'll find Metcalf. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Smith. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Smith. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. So quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
But this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because Yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. But the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down right away up near midfield at the 47. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner. We watched them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Got a man, it's Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Play action, here's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Back to the running game with Swift. Reek Woolen in on the stop.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd down and 6 now. Once again, it's Swift. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They they've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that was a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Well, the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Geno now to throw. That is incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Play action. It's Smith. Left side complete to Lockett. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On the counter, it's Walker. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. To throw is Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, And that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Smith now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing now is Geno.
Well, he short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here's Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down.
Again, Smith.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
You're not going to get many better opportunities than that to take the lead in the 4th quarter. He's got a man wide open. But, oh, my goodness, just too much air under the ball, and he knew it right away.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a 1st down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
And Smith in motion right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Swift going to try up the middle.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. And they will take a knee here. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
In this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level for both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, or both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business though. They were high flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did, and just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.